Welcome back, Knights of Apollo, to another glorious battle. I hope you guys have your bayonets fixed, and hopefully you didn't forget your mustache wax, because we are playing a mod that is set in the Victorian time period. I mean, just look at these mustaches. Look at them. They are beautiful, and they're all every single soldier. Every single soldier has the same mustache, and let me just say, they are all on spot. We are going to be seeing some glorious mustache battles here. This is called Total Fall of the Samurai 2, obviously set in the Victorian time period, like I said, and it really expands upon Fall of the Samurai, where it really just like completes the roster for a lot of these major powers that are in the, the normal game, but it also adds a ton of minor factions, like South American factions. They got Chile, they got Brazil. It's really interesting. At the end of the battle, I'll show you all the factions that they currently have. Now, this mod is still in beta, so it's still a work in progress, but they've got some really cool mechanics, which I'll go over during the battle. Before we dive into the battle, I just want to take the time to thank my Patreon and YouTube members for supporting my channel and helping me achieve my dream of becoming ad-free, or at the very least, less ads. If you want to support my Patreon and help me out becoming ad-free or less ads, there's a link down below, and I do want to give a shout out to a couple patrons here: McGregor, Ryan Pavick, Tim Dobner, and Walticus. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you guys will enjoy the battle. So are you guys ready to dive in? Let's do it. All right, we're going to do some slow motion as we check out these armies. So in the front line, well, by the way, I'm playing as France, and I'm going to be taking on United Kingdom. So in the front line, I've got some skirmishers, and I'm really going to take my time to go over these army comps because we are checking out new units. Skirmishers right in the front, they look awesome. Love the hat with the Napoleonic eagle. Back here, well, I got like 4 skirmishers in the front. My main line infantry, I've got, not skirmishers, I got Fusiliers of the Legion, which is a sick name. Look at the flag here. Look at that. They've got their own flag with the French flag. I think that's just sick. Oh yeah, look at that beard. It's like a Stonewall Jackson beard. That's great. Fusiliers of the line. And then over at the end, I've got some Marines, some French Marines. And here's their, look at, they even have their own flag. That is so sick, guys. I love it. I love it. Way in the back, one of my favorite units ever in any kind of game, Zouaves. We got the Zouaves, French Zouaves. These guys are pretty cool. I got 4 units of them, 2 on each flank. Over on the side here, I'm bringing some cav. Again, 2 on each flank. I got some saber cav. So very nice. In the back, I've got my elite guard, kind of like the old guard Grenadier. And who are they protecting? Well, no other than Napoleon III. Oh yeah, Napoleon III. And look at, here's his flag. That's so cool. And then over here, more artillery. So we've got some howitzers, and over in the center, I think we have like a 12-pounder. Yeah, 12-pounder gun howitzer. So really cool stuff. Really cool. That's basically my army. We go over to the British side, which is completely abandoning any kind of organization. They are pushing up some really awesome cav. They got some Duke of Cambridge-owned Lancers. We also have, I think, yeah, Prince of Wales Royal Lancers. Very awesome looking. Look at these boys. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love the British uniforms. Back here, we got King's Own. King's Own. And then back here, we've got some Welsh Fusiliers. And then over here, we've got the Royal Marines. So very nice uniforms. They look fantastic. Also, let me just do normal speed so you can listen to the marching sounds once I move up my troops here. Now, I want to go over some of the mechanics really quick before they start fighting. There it is. You hear it? Awesome. So, they've got one mechanic where they all have their own unique drum, like marching music. And when you click it, it plays that music and it increases their speed. So this is really useful when you're charging in or trying to get out of a situation, like a hairy situation. Using this ability will help you out. They also have a kneel and fire ability. They have a suppressing ability, which makes them fire quicker, but they're not as accurate. So there's a lot of different abilities here. And I don't remember if any of these were originally with Fall of the Samurai. But to me, it's new. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at the artillery that's currently opening fire here. Let's watch this thing fire. Here we go. Pew! Alright, let's see where that lands. Let's see, where are they going for? Oh, they're going for the artillery. So we are currently hitting hard on this British position. Getting some hits there. Some of them getting back up. Oof. That is something fierce. The British have also sent a lot of units over to this side. Royal Marines. Coldstream Guards. These guys are elite AF. So they're going to move around on this side as well. So that'd be a little concerned. Because I'm mostly focusing my troops in the center. And I don't want to be outflanked. So what I'm going to do here is make sure my Zouaves start moving forward. And the Zouaves are going to protect the flank of my army. Look at those baggy pants. You got to love the Zouaves. Best uniform ever. Zouaves are like, you know, when you got a battle at 2 o'clock, but then a nap at 4 o'clock. So yeah, the Zouaves are awesome. They always look like they're ready for a nap. Or they look like they're going to tell you your future. Like, come sit, I'll tell you your future. But more troops are moving up. I'm going to get my skirmishers in range. And since this is the Victorian time period, the muskets are more accurate compared to, say, Napoleon. And the range is much greater. So you don't need to be as close. But of course, I assume the closer you are, the more accurate you are. There goes more marching music. Oh, actually, I think it's one of the units back here. If I can find it. It's one of these. I think it's this one. So I used the, see, I wasn't sure what the marching music did, so I used it there, and there's their unique marching music. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. So the troops are making their way to the front line. And just trying to get my guys into position here, continuing to shell the enemy. Also, guys, I gave the enemy some rockets. I don't think the rockets are quite in range just yet, but of course they will be. And their artillery is getting smacked around by my artillery. Got some 6-pounder field guns. Artillery's not as good, but that's why I gave them the rockets. So my front line is in position. Zouaves are going into the tree line here. Again, they're going to hold back a much greater force. So I want to try to give them as many advantages as possible. So kind of just setting up an ambush here. Or at least so I thought. Because if you look back over here, yep. You see those rockets? Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my god. Boom. Oh my god, so devastating. My Zouaves have definitely been spotted, and unfortunately the trees are not protecting them against those rockets. So that had definitely put kind of some pressure on me. I was like, alright, I gotta move forward and deal with the enemy here. I'm also now moving over the 2 other units of Zouaves to get to the other side of the battlefield so they can support that flank, because they really got nothing on this flank, the British, so I don't have to really worry about it. So I'm shifting them over across the field of battle to join up with their Zouave brothers as they are going to defend that side. More rockets going after my skirmishers, which I was happy about. Much rather than go after my skirmishers than the Zouaves, because obviously the skirmishers are in skirmish formation. Now, there goes the first volley, guys, from the British. Woo! All that smoke. Love it. Sounds really cool, too. And remember, look at that range. They've got fantastic range. My skirmishers don't need to be this close, but they're still at a decent range here. Come on, skirmishers. Yeah! Fire! So awesome. God, that artillery, man. Those rockets are just hitting me hard right now. This guy. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Get back up. You're going to be all right. Come on. No. Get back up, please. Oh, my God. He just... Let the poor man die. Oh, my God. He's still suffering. Why aren't my skirmishers firing? Are you guys not in range or what? This guy is still suffering over here. There we go. Look at his comrades. There's nothing that can... He's like, brother, please. Help me. Get help. He is still suffering. Oh my god. This poor guy. I love it. This is why I love Shogun too. And Finally, he has died. God damn. But there we go. Look at this intense fighting here. Let's do some slow motion. So he's going in for a cav charge with the Lancers. That's why I go ahead and form square formation, trying to hold back this enemy. I also am going to move up my cav or have them at the ready, just in case they need to engage and stop the enemy cav. Rockets still firing at my Zouaves, but we have another cav charge closing in. Prince of Wales charging in, and another unit of Cambridge-owned Lancers. So I'm going to quickly get my Zouaves to kind of hold the ground. They've got to charge upward through trees, which this is a terrible idea from the AI. Come on, Zouaves. But I try to get them to form square, but it takes them a little bit of time. It's not instant. You know, it's not instant. There they go. Now they're forming square. When it's kind of too late, but that's all right. Shit. Oh, no! That rocket fire. Jeez. Hold, Zouaves. Hold. Got the extra Zouaves now on the flank here. And there's some intense firing right now. Intense line firing that is extremely close. Come on. There goes the cav. Cav is in position here. I mostly defeated the cav over on this side. The British have their Royal Marines like point blank, so I decided to charge here. Like, damn you! Charge! Got artillery setting up here. I don't know what they're doing, but I go ahead and charge with the rest of my units. I mean, we're so close to each other, we might as well charge. He's got the Coldstream Guard. They're a bit scary. My troops are getting a bit overwhelmed here on this flank. They're going to need support soon. Going with another charge over on this side. The Marines going against the Coldstream Guard. And here comes more Marines coming to reinforce the other regiment. Go, men, charge! I'm holding the center over here. There's no need to charge. I'm just going to keep firing at this unit. King Zone with my Marines. And now my cav is going in. So I'm looking for weak troops or charging the rear of troops. There we go. So awesome. Charge! So they're trying to take out the King Zone in the back line. Trying to get them off the battlefield, but my forces on this flank are losing. But of course, I've got the support of the skirmishers in the back. And look at, even my elite guard is firing from this distance. Probably killing a lot of friendlies, but, you know, they're elite guard. They can get away with it. Zouaves are still holding this line over here. The British have sent up some units. Welsh Fusiliers. What else do we got? Black Watch. We got the Black Watch, boys. Look at those beards. Hell yeah. Now I'm going to get out of square formation with the Zouaves and push them up. Come on. Get in position. Cav is going to retreat from that fight. A lot of my Fusiliers are depleted. They are running. That's right. My skirmishers should be able to clean up any parts of where we've been defeated. And support and hit these guys from a distance. They're now down to 90, originally having 240. Back over here, I mean, it just was such an intense fight. Look at the drummer. Oh man, the drummer's going in. And then he goes back to playing his drum. He goes in with the sword, kills someone, and then plays the drum. Oh, he's dead now. He's dead now. Oh my god, look at the flags. The flags left on the battlefield. That is so cool. Oh my god. Royal Regiment, Wales. So awesome. That's a pretty cool, like, shot right there. Look at men dying. The hell of gunfire in the background. So, that was just a crazy bayonet charge from both sides, leaving thousands dead. Now the Cav is charging in over here. Saber Cav going in, trying to clean up the remaining regiments who are greatly depleted. Got more troops, Marines closing in. Charge! Nice. So the British actually do something very interesting here. So let me do some slow motion. The British have before taken this point and used this cliff to fire down at the Zouaves. I didn't really have anything for it, so I decided to focus all of my artillery on these units. They're so clustered up, and you can see we landed some. Look at all the blood. We landed all the some hits here, so we're doing some damage. And of course, we've won the main battle. We just have to deal with this last stand from the British. So I'm just going to continue to fire with the Zouaves as these British forces retreat. Look at these guys. These are colonial foot infantry. Love the colonial. They look great. They look fantastic. More colonial infantry. I love the colonial the hats, man. Probably helps them with the heat. It's awesome. So we've got them surrounded, basically. They're putting up their last stand. We're hitting them from far away with skirmishers on this hilltop or this slope. It's probably not getting a lot of kills because they're in a lot of trees, but nonetheless, it's suppressing the enemy there. I'm going to go ahead and reform. This is when I start using the kneel ability. So here we go. Let's see. There it is. See it? The front rank will kneel. I don't know exactly what it does. When they're in this formation, you can't move them until you tell them to stop kneeling. So I assume it makes them more accurate. It's a little weird. Like, not all of them kneel at the same time. There we go. And now the Zouaves are on the march. They're going to be the ones attacking the flank of this last stand of the United Kingdom. We still have a unit over here moving in. This is the Coldstream Guards. They're very tough. I've got my elite guards ready to face them. Highly outnumber them. Look at the British flags right in their view. Gonna fire right through those flags. Come on, guys. Fire at them. Bring them down. Bring them down. So they've only taken about, amazingly, what? Now they've taken about 17 casualties. Almost 20 now. So you can see that it's not like super. One volley doesn't just destroy an entire force. Oh my god, look at these guys. That's a pretty cool scene right there, right? You know, seeing the British push up like that in these trees. One more gunfire from the skirmishers, just trying to soften them up. Charge in, suicidal charge with some saber cav. And the Zouaves are now closing in. Look at this. Zouaves are racing in. I got 3 units of Zouaves, 1 unit going around to flank the Coldstream Guard. Go, Zouaves, go! So I'm going to try to set them up. The British have the Royal Marines protecting the rear. So they're most likely going to turn around here and face the Zouaves. But even if they're Royal Marines, they're not going to be able to hold back the overwhelming numbers of the Zouaves. So we're getting some great shots here, but at this point of the battle, I was like, why am I sitting here skirmishing with Royal Marines? I have the numbers. Let's charge in. And there's the Zouave charge music. Charge! Charge! Look at the officer going in. Come on, man. So we break them pretty quickly. The numbers are just too much. The British are pushing forward, trying to take on the Marines, the French Marines, but it's just too much with the artillery support, all the kinds of different angles from the gunfire, and of course the Zouaves at their back. Now, of course, I was taking on the AI, so you know, it's not like the AI is that smart or smart at all. They're actually terrible. And there you have it, guys. Mass break from the British, and this is going to be a French victory. Now, I am sending over some cav because the reason we haven't won is because they still have this rocket artillery. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because really not much to see at this point. We've pretty much wiped out the entire army. It was a bloody battle. A bloody battle. The only thing I don't like about Shogun 2 is that it has this weird, like, shininess to the uniforms. Like, you see that? Like, it looks shiny, and it's not the mod's fault. It's just Shogun 2. It's got this weird shiny effect on it, which I don't get. I just don't get. But that was really cool. I really enjoyed that battle. I really enjoyed the mod. Hopefully we can get some... I don't know if the mod's out. I need to ask the mod creator. But I'll have a link to this mod and more info of the mod down in the video description. There we go. Wiped out the rockets. Now, of course, as soon as I wipe out the rockets, some British forces come back. So we're going to fast forward here. And I don't know why they're coming back. I mean, this is such a decisive victory. What they are thinking here, they think they can turn this around. Well, come on. They charge the rear of my Zouaves. They just quickly turn around and kill them. And then these two units are just asking for trouble too. So who's left? Are these colonial troops? Yeah, colonial foot infantry. And they're breaking. The rockets have broken, sending the cav back to deal with these guys from the rear. Nice. And the Zouaves are closing in. And this is the last unit, and then we will have victory. So we'll see the stats. I also, don't forget, don't leave yet. I'm gonna show you the whatchamacallits, the different factions. So let's end this battle. Look at this. I love the show. Is this unique artwork to the mod, or is this Fall of the Samurai artwork? Which I wouldn't be surprised if it is Fall of the Samurai, which, you know, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, here we go. So, lost about pretty much half my army, but I killed 4,000. They've lost pretty much everything. You can look at unit stats and see who got the most kills. Holy crap! Marines getting 433 kills. Fusiliers of the Legion getting 290 kills. So, yeah, geez, they carried that battle. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and go to the main menu here, or the unit selection, and you can see, look at this. Look at this. There's a lot of South American. There's a lot of European. We also have the Ottoman Empire, Mexico. So no America, which I'm disappointed about, because then we could do like Mexican-American war battle. Maybe even like, I assume like this is like, because, I mean, is the Civil War is technically in the Victorian time period, right? So maybe seeing like CSA and USA doing Civil War stuff. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here, guys. Let me just show you the main menu. Here's the main menu. I wonder about campaign. I don't think they have a campaign. Oh, oh wait, they have America? Wait, what's I guess what the heck? I'm curious. I'm really curious. How does this work? If I play as Prussia, because I'm pretty sure that you can customize the map. So you could make a Europe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about the settlements, but you could make a Europe and play in Europe for this. And even like United States and stuff. But let's see. As soon as we load in here. Alright. Oh my god! They were playing that Prussian March. Oh, holy crap. So yeah, it's just... I think this is still a work in progress. But they're going to have a campaign for it, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Alright, I just wanted to look at that really quick. So, that's going to wrap up the video here today, guys. Check out the info of the mod. All links, or the link is down in the video description. Also, of course, my Patreon is down in the description if you want to support that. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.